of your bunch, you got the whole, your whole family looking up to you. Around what age was it for yourself that you jump off the porch and start hanging out in the streets?
Shit, I've been in the streets since I was like 12, 13 years old. I started off with just, big homie them, like coming to me like, man, hold this walkie-talkie, go stand in that building. Tell us when them people coming. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is hit the walkie-talkie, tell us that the people coming. You know what I'm saying? I started off doing that, and I was making $50 a day doing that shit. So I used to come in the crib, my mom used to be like, where the fuck you get that from, bitch? Don't even worry about it. I just know I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like 12, 13 years old. And then it went from that to weed and dope and all that shit. Like, typical project shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, school wasn't interested to me. School was interested to me because of the females that was up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one going to school to learn nothing.
So can you tell us, did you finish high school?
Man, hell no.
Okay. Because I heard you say, in 2009, you was locked up for armed robbery. When I did my little research, I learned that you had been arrested 6 times in the year 2009, with the last arrest being a robbery.
Yeah.
So before that, it was a lot of trespassing charges.
Because what they do and what was known as Wick City at the time is once you cause so much trouble and shit like that, once you do so much crazy shit and shit like that, they put your ass on the trespassing list. They go tell your OG like, man, look, shorty ass around this bitch, he doing this, he busted people windows, he done robbed dude, he done did this, he done did that. We putting his ass on the trespassing list, and if we catch him in your crib, you getting put out. You know what I'm saying? So we all was going on the trespassing list, all of us.
Yeah.
So the security to catch us off guard, we in the hallway, bad as hell, smoking weed or something like that, and they'll come bum rush that bitch and catch us. And now we at the station, and they talking about trespassing and shit like that. So
breach of security.
So
that's what E-Dog called it.
That's what it was. Like, they was bum rushing that bitch. Like, they'll come to the building and go up one side of the stairs, and we on this side of the stairs, sitting on the stairs, smoking and shit. And they go up the other side of the stairs and then come down, and then the other ones go through the door. So now we try to run up the stairs. They coming down the stairs, so we trapped. So now we wrestling with them, trying to get a win and shit, because we know, like, hell no, I ain't finna go sit in that station, boy, your ass tweaking. So we trying to get a win and shit like that, but then motherfucker be in that bitch like, damn, before we got caught.
Right.
And then we go to 111, court supervision. So now we back out and we back on the block and the security guards blue. It gets our bitch ass on. We running from them and shit, throwing rocks at them and shit like that, just on their ass. Like, we ain't get no we was bad as hell.
Yeah. So can you tell us about the armed robbery that took place in the summer of 2009?
I mean, it was like, how can I put it? Shit was like tight around there and shit. And it was like, all our pipes were steady getting bumped and shit like that. So me and one of my homies, I ain't gonna say his name and shit, but we was trying to, come up with a way to get some more guns and shit. Like, we was taking nigga shit. Like, one of the guys, he took a pipe from his own cousin. Like, that's how thirsty we was to get them bitches. And shit, I was like, that. We definitely start poking everybody that come through this bitch. I don't give no who it is. So we went on a little robbing spree. Like, we was poking everybody. We ain't get no who you was. You feel me? You walk in that bitch, you come over there talking about you want some weed. We like, yeah, check it out. Poke your dumb ass. And we was going, I'll go buy some guns with him. You know what I'm saying? So I got caught up in the situation when the fucking state trooper, man, didn't even know he was a state trooper at the time and shit. But he ended up poking the nigga and shit, getting his pipe and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got his little money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
How much money was it?
It wasn't shit but like $300-$400, bro.
Y'all hear this? I hope the youth hear this right now.
Some peanuts, man. Some peanuts. And I almost lost my life over that shit. They was finna kill me that day. You know what I'm saying? So, but I took off running and shit and went up on the roof or whatever. And I was up there for about a good, 30 minutes to an hour. And they came up there and shit. And as they was coming up there, I was taking the gun out and I was getting ready to toss it off the roof. He was like, man, you move with that. I'm finna shoot you in your face. I just froze with that bitch like this. And I dropped that. I'm like, man, don't shoot me, bro. Man, they beat the fuck out of me up there, bro. Like, literally. Ain't no cameras or nothing up there. So they got they roll off. They was beating on me up there. And as I was coming downstairs, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? In my mind, I'm like, damn, how the fuck they know I was on that roof?
Right.
But, you know.
Cause you say you was up there for almost an hour.
I was up there for about an hour looking at they ass, surrounding the building, running in and out the building. I'm hearing them hollering and shit. Oh, he might have went this way, so they running over there and shit like that. But ultimately, they came their ass up, though.
Some real movie shit.
They came up there and got me and beat the fuck out of me. They were like, go ahead and move, go ahead and move. Well, I'm just like, damn, they fucking me up there. But, you know, I always been the one, like, if I'm getting jumped or something like that, I'm laughing the whole time. So I was laughing at them. That's what made it worse, though, because then they started putting feet on me and shit. But I'm laughing, like, that shit was, like, funny to me. Like, when I get jumped, it don't hurt. Like, I don't feel shit.
Right. Because your adrenaline going.
Yeah, and I'm just down there covering up this shit, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, what y'all on? And it was blowing them that I was laughing, so they was beating the fuck out of me up there, though, like.
Yeah. So how much time did you have to serve on that robbery?
So they at first, you know, the first offer was like 21 years or something shit like that. And I'm like, man, this is my first like adult case, like felony case type shit. And shit, I wasn't going. So they came all the way down to 9. I wasn't even trying to go for the 9, but then I was like, that, you know what I'm saying? I was like 18 at the time, I think. 18 or some shit like that. I was like, shit, I'm still gonna be young when I come home, so I can go do it. They talking about it's at 50%, so it was 4.5 years. I'm like, I'm gonna go do that shit. I'm going there and do it.
So you took 9?
Took 9 years at 50%.
Okay. So you did 4.5.
Yep.
4 years and 5 months. And so after that time, well, first of all, tell us about that time. So that was your first like jail stint.
Yeah, that was like the first time I actually like.
And you say you was 18.
Stayed in there for a while. You
right.
know what I'm saying? It was, yeah, I still consider myself as a shorty at that time because I still ain't really know shit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was copying off the big homie them, seeing what the f they was doing. Shit.
Right.
But I was doing that shit better than them. That's all that was. They was around that bitch tweaking. All right, this how y'all do it right here. Cause I ain't get no.
Yeah. What were you living at during those 4.5 years? What joint was you in?
So I went to Vandalia, but you know, some shit had happened down there the first month I was down there and shit. Me and my little homie them tore that bitch up. They shipped me straight from Vandalia to Menard. Now Vandalia is a minimum facility, you feel me? And Menard is a maximum facility. So I'm a 19-year-old going from a minimum facility to a maximum facility. And when I got down there, of course, you know what I'm saying? I heard the stories and shit like that about Menard and shit and how gang banged out it is. So when I got down there, I was a little nervous and shit. So when I got down there, everybody like, man, what you is? All right, man, BD, you feel me? But I was tough with it though, like, cause that's what I was on. I'm like, all right, niggas get on there. I just gotta get on that. It is what it is. So I was tough. So I go in, nigga like, man, what you is? They hollering off the gallery and shit. I'm like, man, I'm BD. What you is? They're like, oh, yeah, your people's down there. I'm like, I ain't got no peoples nowhere in this bitch. Feel me? So we going back and forth with them. So they put me in the hole. So one of the older guys in the city come. He still locked up. The nigga got life or some shit like that. But he come, he like, man, where you from? He like, I'm like, man, I'm from Parkway. He like, nigga, I'm from Parkway. Who your mama? So I tell him my mama name and shit like that. He like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm like, yeah, that's my OG. He like, nigga, when I was like, you don't remember me when I was locked up? You was a fucking kid, nigga. I'm like, shit. I don't remember you, you feel me? I remember your name, but your face, like, I don't remember you, type shit. And then he was like, yeah, I got you, you know what I'm saying? He came with a big duffel bag full of, like, you know, noodles and tunas and chickens and, you know, shit like that. And he dropped that shit in my cell. He like, this for you, you need something. all these other niggas holler at me. You know, we from the same block. But that's when I started getting the feeling like, you know, all right, yeah, it's love down here. Like, this way it's at. So I started getting into a lot of dirt down there.
Okay.
I started getting into a lot of dirt. So I started moving up in the ranks and shit. And from there, it was like, that's him right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody used to come to me for everything. Like, man, little bro, dude on some goofy shit. All right, let's go take care of that. Like, I was unpredictable as in jail, bro. Like, you will never know what I'm gonna do. I'll be talking to you 1 minute and then beating the out of you or stabbing you or something in the next minute. But that's just what I was on. Like, if you want my peoples, I ain't get no fuck about you. It is what it is.
Damn. So you spend 4.5 years locked up in the penitentiary. Now, when you get out on parole. And during your time on parole is when you caught the case with King Von?
Yep.
Okay. But you was arrested a couple times before that, even on parole, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting locked up for little shit like street gang contacts and shit.
Right.
Because I was always with the guys and shit. And when the police pull up, they already knew who I was. So, like, I was fresh out catching them bitches because they knew who I was. They'll be, hey, Wade, come here. I what the fuck you ain't even doing shit. You know you on parole. You can't be around these niggas. Let's go. Yeah, then y'all finna lock me up for being around these my people. Some of these my, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that I grew up with. Like, where the fuck you want me to go? Like, they was steady locking me up. The judges was throwing that shit out, and then they'll lock me up again and lock me up again.